Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Things are cranking. Just wanted to leave you a quick message. I know we talked a little bit on a last recently here about the idea of BAM Fam, book a meeting from a meeting, and I just wanted to briefly touch on it again because it's one thing to know it, and it's another thing to do it. And I think people know about it, but they're not doing it. And the reality is, not most people aren't going to catch on to the concept. But I'm just talking to the people that really want to accelerate this thing and move fast. BAM Fam is what it's all about. It's book a meeting from a meeting. It's the build through. It's digging is what this business is all about. You're searching for leaders. You're digging down for the people that you're looking for someone that is teachable, who has desire, who has credibility with their contacts, and is got some thick skin. They're not a couple of no's aren't going to make them go home and empty out a box of Kleenexes. So the bottom line is, guys, BAM Fam, what it all comes down to is what the pros are doing is they have an immense amount of urgency. When they get someone started, that's not where it ends. That's where it begins. Because the reality is the way our business works is it's probably not going to be the people you personally sign up that are the stars. Can it happen? Yes. Is it likely? Statistically, it's not, because statistically, it's the numbers that you sort through. It's the quantity brings quality. See, if you go through a lot of quantity, the numbers, the law of averages starts to work for you, and then you're going to get quality shows up. So the key is, when you get someone started, is that you don't wait for them. When people get started, they're at the peak excitement. That's when you got to take action. So when someone gets started, that immediate, as soon as they sign up, my next thing is, hey, Travis just was in town a while back. The guy's blowing this thing up. What he said he does is he pulls out those top 10 sheets right there and has them, and he says nicely to them, hey, if we're going to work together, we need you to fill this list out of 20 names. So you get the 20 names, and then what happens is you're sitting there with them and you go, okay, who's the easiest people on here? Who lives around here? Who's your best friend? Who's the flat tire analogy? And what you do is you say, you go, okay, pretend I'm them, and you have them, you role play it a couple of times until you go, are you comfortable now? And again, you got to ask people, hey, are you ready to make money now? And mostly, obviously, they're going to say yes. Then we need to start contacting people. You want to get your BMW this month, right? So, everybody gets their BMW the first month. So the bottom line is, guys, it's the urgency. So when you're sitting there with them, you role play it a couple times and you go, okay, great, text them, or great, call them, or whatever method they're going to use, and say, hey, we're coming over, or hey, can you come to us? But you literally, from that appointment, you go to another appointment. Now, is it always an option? Sometimes they got to go. Sometimes you got to go. Everyone is different. You got different scenarios, but ideally, the ideal situation is you go right from there and you show someone right away. And it's that immediate urgency. BAM Fam, book a meeting from a meeting. The other part of that is you want to set up their first travel party immediately. You don't wait for a week. You don't wait for 3 days. You don't wait. You just do it right there. You go, here's the times I have available this week. I got 4 times here, or 3 times, or 2 times. Which time do you want to pick? And then what you do is you sit there with them for a few minutes. You teach them how to invite, and you get them to schedule the first 2 or 3. And then you go, okay, great. We need 15 people invited to this, or we need 10 people invited to this. Now you know how to do it. But it's urgency, guys. It has to happen immediately. See, what the amateurs do is they get someone started, and then they're like, oh, great, I got someone signed up. No, that's where it begins again. So the bottom line is the amateur, just literally sign someone up, and then they just walk out the door, and you don't have another appointment with them. You don't have you don't have anything set up with them, and they're just going to wander into the abyss, into the wilderness in most cases, and you're not going to hear from them again, at least relating to the business. So the bottom line is, guys, you have to have that urgency if you want to get your plane off the ground. If you want to create enough momentum for liftoff, it takes urgency. And so, I know a lot of you guys know this concept, but it's a matter of doing it every time. Now, not everyone's gonna put people in front of you right away, but you got to ask everybody, and you got to do it with urgency and excitement, and go, hey man, who can we go show right now? I want to help you get that BMW. I want to help you waive your fees. Whatever they said they wanted, we got to go show them that we're serious, and you got to tell people what to do. I mean, they're used to being told what to do, and then you got to, in a nice way, tell people what to do. They're expecting you to tell them what to do. They don't know what to do, so you just got to tell them nicely, this is what you need to do, here's what we're going to do, make the phone call. And if they're not ready to make the phone call, you say, hey, let me know when you're ready to make money, here's some trainings you can plug into, get them on the calls, get them plugged into the RTEs. But the reality is, guys, it's urgency, urgency, urgency. It just has to happen faster if you want to create that acceleration in your business. And as soon as you get one person started, you go immediately and get them to put a couple people in front of you. You get someone signed up, and then you do the same thing with them, and you just chase those lines down. And that's how you create the depth. That's how you create the growth. That's how you create the speed. So it's all about Bam Fam. And I promise you, if you're in Minneapolis, I know we've got Bethany Webster coming to the RT on May 3rd. By the way, you want to get registered for that. Get your team registered. You know, those are crucial, and I guarantee you Bethany's going to talk about Bam Fam, because that's how they built their group. So, you know, from meeting to meeting to meeting, you never leave a meeting without another meeting set up. You want to set up another presentation. Set up a presentation from a presentation. Bam Fam. Book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. And I know most of you are you're gonna hear this, and it's gonna go right past you. But some of you on this phone, this message, you're gonna hear this, you're gonna apply it, and you're gonna blow up, and that's who I'm talking to. So, hope you're having a great day. God bless. Bam Fam, guys, it's speed. You got to help your people get success immediately. You can't just leave them walk into the wilderness. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. God bless.